Welcome to, at least for now, the last streaming Yin Yoga, in fact yoga class from the United States of America. The next class I'll be streaming is from Australia. Same time, same channel, so check my website for that, and I hope I see as many people from down under as I do from here. That will be really cool. And I've been given permission tonight by my students that I can choose whatever I want for tonight. So I'm going to choose to have all the props, strap, blocks, bolster, blanket, and I need to lie down. So let's come onto our back. Have your blocks handy. And I'd like to start in TP pose tonight. And I want to use TP pose as data collection. I want to collect data on how my body is feeling at this time of night, at the end of the day. So palms face up, 45 degrees out from the hips, knees together, feet apart. Low back is nice and grounded, as are my shoulder blades. So my back is at rest. There's a slight interior rotation on my thighs and hips. And that's helping traction out the low back and lengthening the psoas muscle. Then my data collection point goes to the breath. How am I breathing? Check in with your breath. Notice where your breath is coming from tonight. Start to let each new breath become a little deeper. Breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale, gently draw the navel in and slightly tuck the tailbone. Relax to inhale, so you start to feel the low back moving with the breath while you're in TP pose. So we're not totally passive in TP pose. We're engaging abdominals on the exhale, drawing the navel back and feeling the traction in the low back. Now, as you inhale, allow the belly to relax and feel the low back arch. Keeping the knees together the whole time. From here, bring the left knee up into the ribs. Hold the left knee back to the ribs and extend the right leg out. Push through the right heel bone and curl the toes back so you feel the stretch sensation in the back of the right leg. And as you squeeze the knee, you keep this traction in the low back. Rotate the left ankle, turning the left foot, first in one direction and then the other. Relax the ankle and turn the head to the left. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, lift the head and grab the left foot with the right hand. Come into pigeon pose now. On the back, turn the head to the right. Relax the right shoulder. And then bend the right knee and push your left ankle in a little closer to the body. And at the same time, squeeze that left leg with your arms. So you should feel this in the left thigh and the left low back, left piriformis. Right foot off the ground if you can manage it. So feeling this in the left side through the isometric squeeze of the arms, and then also that push with that right knee. Drop the right foot to the ground. Relax the figure four, so the left ankle remains over the knee, and your left hand is going to push the left knee away. So opening up the figure four to a little bit of a hip opening. Extend the right arm over the head and turn the gaze to the left. Prepare for the first twist here. Keep the figure four and roll onto your right hip, standing the figure four on the ground. Hands out 90 degrees. Now notice my left knee is in the air still, so I'm not dropping the left knee down. In fact, you can even push it away with your hand if you can. So you want to keep the integrity of the hips open here, even though you're in a twist. And turn the head to the left. And then slowly come back. Grab your strap and strap up the left foot. Curl the toes back, stimulate the left foot by flossing the strap over the arch of the foot, onto the ball, onto the heel. So you're using the friction of your strap to rub the foot. Locate the strap at the juncture of the ball and the arch. Curl the toes back, push out through the left heel, and lower the left leg down. Just to the extent that the strap can let you. Some of you might have your leg on the floor. Because my strap's not long enough, it stops at about a 30-degree angle. Keep the tension back on the toes, the ball of the foot, lift up slowly, 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 slowly. Look for that delicious discomfort. particularly in the left hip, left leg, left low back. Come back to your breath. I want you to stay as close to your edge as you can. So you're not grimacing, you're not reacting, but if you went any deeper, you would. So you've got a lot of sensation, but it's tolerable, manageable, and because it's at the edge and not beyond, it's really helping these posterior chain muscles, the hamstring, the calf muscle, release. Take both ends of the strap into the left hand and straighten the right leg out. Right arm over the head. Drop your left shoulder, so rotate that left arm so you can drop the left shoulder. Keep that left leg straight, right leg straight. Turn the head left. Keep driving up through the left heel bone. Now pick up the right knee here and hug the right knee in to the ribs. There's a strong chance that as you squeeze that right knee, it's going to give you a little bit more range of motion to pull the left leg back. Abduction of the hip. Open the left leg to the left, right knee to the right. Nice big opening here. Feel the stretch in the adductors. Toes curled back. Toes curled back. Keep that delicious stretch. How about the breath? Can we slow the breath down? Let's turn the head to the right. Inhale, head neutral, bring the knees back towards each other. Drop the right foot. Change hands. Right hand has the strap. Bring the left arm out onto the floor, perpendicular to the shoulder. Keep that left leg extended and straight. Straighten the right leg out. We're going to do a little windshield wipering here with the left leg. So bring it to the right, but keep your hips grounded. Keep that left hip down, and then bring it to the left. Just as far as that right arm will allow it. Bring it to the left. Bring it to the right. Left and right, waving over the body as you come to the right, out to the left. Just the right arm controlling the range of motion here. Now the next time you come to the right, the next time that left leg crosses over the midline of the body, roll onto your right hip and keep going. Keep that left arm grounded. Keep driving out through the left heel bone. Slowly come back. Bend the right knee and cross the left knee over. Remove the strap. Come into floppy shin. Hands 90 degrees. Three, two, stop the flop, push down through the right foot, pivot the hips. So you come onto your right hip and come into floppy shin twist. So it's a deeper twist this time than the figure four. So a little more sensation in the outer left hip, outer left low back. Let's turn the head left. Bring the head to neutral, knees to neutral. Uncross and come into tree pose. Left knee out, right leg straight. If your left hip is uncomfortable in tree pose, take a block and prop up the thigh if there's any tension in the groin on the left side. So this is definitely what I need tonight, is to really open the hips, the legs, without too much effort on the back. So this supine series, and I know many of you have done it with me in different variations, it's one of my favorites. Straighten the left leg out and come into Shavasana. Bend the knees, grab the right knee, and hug into the rib cage. So transferring sides now. Extend the left leg. Turn the head to the right, drop the right shoulder, bring the head to neutral and grab the right foot into pigeon on the back. Use your arm strength to squeeze that right leg into the ribs. And then give it a little turbocharge. Push the left knee into the right ankle, so you get a little more zing here. You get the squeeze from two directions, push and pull. Arms are pulling, knee is pushing, so you might be able to get a little more range of motion here, and you'll feel a slight shift in the sensations on the low back and the glutes. Turn the head left. Inhale, head neutral, release the left foot, keep the figure four, and then tilt the pelvis to the left, come into figure four on the left side. Keep the right knee up, push the right thigh away, reach the right arm over the head. Turn the head right. Now bring the head to neutral, bring the figure four to neutral, and grab your strap. Floss the foot. Oh yeah, wake up the foot. Stimulate the bottom of your foot. Thank the bottom of your foot. I did not hear you. Thank the bottom of your foot for all the work it does. Find your edge. Find your edge. Start to lower the leg, lower the leg, lower the leg. Push out through the right heel. All right, let's bring it up slowly. Look for your edge. Slowly, look for your edge. Slowly, look for your edge. Whew. Straighten the left leg out. All right, let's transfer the strap into the right hand. Pick up the left knee and squeeze the left knee in and pull the right leg back. So use the leverage of squeezing the left knee. It's going to leverage the body into a deeper tuck and then bring that right leg back accordingly. Such an important release in the low back here. From the calf muscles, even the base of the foot, the hamstring, the glute, the low back. So this sets us up for the classic splits here. Abducting the hips, bringing the right leg out to the right, left knee out to the left, getting that external rotation to release the tension that we hold so deeply in the inner thigh. Turn the head to the left. Inhale neutral, bring the legs back, drop the left foot to the ground, switch hands, right hand is extended out, left leg extends, right leg extends up, sway the right leg over the midline of the body, and then back to the right as far as the left arm will permit. So you create this pendulum effect of the right leg over and over, left and right. The left arm is holding the foot in position. The right hand is stabilizing you from tipping. The next time you pendulum to the left, hold that internal rotation of the hip. And then roll onto the left hip, coming into the full expression of this crossed over twist. Turn the head to the right. And then come back, bend the left knee, cross the knees, release the strap, floppy shin. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll onto the left thigh and have those knees come over to the left. Head turns to the right. Getting that deeper second twist into the right side now. Bring the head to neutral, knees to neutral. Uncross and come into tree pose with the right knee bent. Right hip externally open. Left leg extended. Prop up the right thigh if you need. Turn the head left. Inhale the head to neutral. Extend the right leg into Shavasana. Bend both knees. Come back to TP pose. Notice how you're feeling. So I'm feeling a little more release now in the hips and the low back, the legs, and I needed that. So thank you again to my students for giving me the green light here. And I'd like a little more hip opening. So bring up both knees, hug both knees widely, rotate the ankles. So have the knees out wide, you've got your belly nestling between your thighs as best as you can. Rotate the ankles the other way. Now, I don't know that there's a yoga invention around, but we might work on one. The goal here is to reach down inside the legs and grab your feet. So I'd like to see two little loops over the feet. So if you can't grab the outer edge of the feet, you could grab the loops. If you cannot grab the outer edge, grab your shins and pull your legs back with the knees bent into happy baby. If grabbing the shins is cumbersome, grab the hamstrings on the inside and pull them back down with the knees bent, working the feet. In some ways this is a little more challenging because you're relying on your feet to pull back into happy baby. Whereas if you're grabbing the feet with the hands, it locks the feet into the grip. So each way has its pros and cons. So this is a big release for the low back here. It's a big hip opener. So do your best with happy baby. It's a full-on pose. It sounds very innocent, of course. Now you might like to gently rock just to iron out those tight areas around the kidneys. You might even lean and list to one side for a few breaths. that can also feel very releasing. As long as you don't lose your grip on the feet, the shins, or the hamstrings, whatever grip you're using. I mean, if you had two straps handy, you could use one strap around each foot and hold the strap. All right. Now we drop the feet and bring the soles of the feet together into butterfly. And here I would like you to have blocks handy, wherever my blocks are. There they are. So in butterfly, I want you to support the open hips with introspection. So introspection, I want you to stay in touch with the hips, not go to sleep, but to stay in touch with the hips and adjust the blocks outwards gradually until you find the sweet spot. If you go too far, too fast, the chances are you're not going to get as much opening as if you're holding that sweet spot. And when that sweet spot becomes a little dull, now dull simply means relaxed here. When you've taken the zing out of the edge, that means the hips have opened. So you can reward the hips by moving the blocks out a little further. And then wait. This is a waiting game. So while you're waiting, let's focus on breath. Slow, gentle breath. As you breathe in through the nose, become sensitive to the sensations in your throat and mouth. And then check in with your hips. You might be pleased to find they've opened up and the hips are heavier on the blocks, so time to move the blocks out. And notice if one hip opens a little more than the other. So you might find yourself adjusting just one block. And alternate to the other block over time. Use the breath to stay present. Deeper breath in, long, slow exhale out. And then slowly extend both legs into Shavasana. Cross the right ankle over the left. Walk your shoulders a little to the left and bring your left ear towards the left shoulder so you have this bend to the left, lower body, upper body. Left hand grabs right wrist. Hold above the heart and sweep the arms over the head slowly, 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 and then back down to the hips. So we're creating a pendulum swing with both arms. Left arm is gripping the right, so there's more stretch on the left side. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back. Just some shoulder movement here. I've been very stagnant with the shoulders so far. So getting some movement into the shoulders. Let's go for 5. 4. 3. 2. Now this one we're going to hold and keep back over the head. So hold. And use your introspection upon sensation here. If it's too much sensation, resist the bend, release the bend a little bit. If you're finding you're in the right spot, hang out. If you feel like you could go further, come further to the left. Let's increase the breath. Bring the head back to neutral. Release the arms. Uncross the legs. Feel the difference banana asana takes in the body. Change the cross of the ankle, left over right. Upper body moves towards the right, right ear towards the right shoulder, arms over the head. This time, right hand grabs the left wrist. And we'll do our little pendulum swings over the head, back to the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back and over, and hold, and use your right hand to apply the appropriate sensation to your left rib cage by pulling on the left wrist. So some of us are going to like a little more sensation, some a little less. Oh, I need this tonight. Oh, I need this tonight. Add to this shape by inhaling a little more deeply, coming into maybe a double inhale, a single exhale, or a triple inhale. 3-part or 2-part breath to increase the sensation. And I want you to imagine that each inhale that is conscious, each conscious inhale is putting money in the bank. And the bank is the health of your lungs and the health of your heart. So each conscious breath, in other words, each breath you're paying attention to is a contribution to your cardiovascular health. Breathing in through the nose. Adds nitric oxide to the air. Nitric oxide helps deliver oxygen to the cells. Bring the head to neutral, release the arms, uncross the legs, and relax into Shavasana on this side. Grab a block, bend the knees, and lift the hips and bring the block onto its lowest setting, resting the hips on the lowest setting, supported bridge. Pick up the right knee and hug the right knee into the ribs. If for any reason the back is uncomfortable with the block, you can pad the block with a towel or a blanket. Take that right leg into pigeon. So we're doing a briefer series with the hips elevated. If this is too much for your hips or your low back, you can remove the block at any time. Half happy baby, grab that right foot, right thigh or right shin. And now start to straighten the left leg out. This might be a little intense on the left leg. Release the right foot to the floor, bend both knees. Make sure your block is comfortable. Pick up the left knee and hug the left knee in. Grab the left foot, pigeon. Grab the left foot or left shin or left thigh and half happy baby. Straighten the right leg out if that's appropriate. Bend the right knee, release the pose, remove the block, and roll over to one side, curled up into a little ball into fetal pose. Support the head with that right arm. You can pull the chin down towards the chest simply by placing the fingers. I don't know the shape of your hand, but if your finger pads can just pull on the occiput, the occipital ridge of the skull, pull it down so you traction out the back of the neck and bring the chin to the chest as you rest on that right arm. Push up onto all fours. A little cat and cow here. Wide knee child pose. Stay with the breath. With or without a block or blocks, make your way up to Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. So you can be sitting on your shins, on your heels, the block or the blocks. And if you have any knee issues, come into campfire pose. Palms face up, elbows close to the thighs. And notice the impact of your practice tonight on your sinuses, on your posture, on your breath. As you bring your hands together at the chest in prayer position, let the head bow in gratitude for this journey we're all on, for our yoga, for our health and well-being, each other's company over these months and years. Looking forward to continuing the journey from Australia. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.